Hey, beautiful people, it's Marissa, Monique. I just wanted to, come and share some thoughts and be kind of transparent with you all this evening. Um, Over the course of this last year, and even a little bit of last year, but specifically, we'll say this year, excuse me, in the last year, so 2020 or 2020, I met two, what I would say, two viable candidates for myself. Even though it was during COVID, I happened to, be doing a lot of self care, a lot of self love. My energy's been good, and I've still been able to draw, men my way, even when I wasn't paying attention, just by my attitude, my smile, my smizing, through my mask. Yeah, it just kind of worked out. Now, something you should know about me is that I do not subscribe to the idea that there is a man shortage in the United States, in any city, anywhere. I believe that there is an abundance of men if you are a quality woman. And so, my personal objective, is to make sure that I am doing all the things to remain marketable in the dating realm or arena. And so that just means taking care of myself in a lot of different ways. Anyway, I was able to attract two different men that I would say were compatibility wise, spiritually, mentally, financially, just in many ways were, I would say, compatible with me. And they also actually met a lot of my standards in a comfortable way and met a lot of my preferences, thank God. But the one thing that I could not compromise on, and that eventually could not continue with them for, was their emotional place, the place that they were in emotional. And what's interesting about a lot of professional people right now, at this stage in time, is that, it looks good, it smells good, it talks good, it does a lot of good things. And then when you start to get below the surface, you unearth all of this huge need for healing. And you realize that someone hasn't maybe been doing the work so that they are not triggered or thrown off by you just being you if you are in a healthy place. And it's really unfortunate. It actually, at the time when I had to, stop dating these men, at maybe the 3 month mark, 4 month mark, I was upset about it. And it didn't really take that long with the two of them. But what I'm saying is, I was kind of upset about it because, and just disappointed in general about it because, I was like, gosh, like they presented themselves so well, but then you noticed there was some anger, there was some depression, there were some like chips on their shoulder, there was this, ego that was kind of running rampant, and they couldn't, receive constructive feedback, or they were defensive when I said, hey, I didn't really like that, or what was that about? There was this lack of accountability and responsibility. So there was immaturity, and all of those things encompass healing and doing your own work. Let me give you an analogy. So I once heard another coach say this. He said that eventually the people that, just imagine that the dating pool is an actual pool. And just imagine that all of the people are hanging out at the bottom. And then you notice that some people start floating to the top. It's like they're more buoyant, they're lighter. And there's a lot of people just resting at the bottom. Well, the people that are resting at the bottom are the people that haven't addressed their damage, that haven't addressed their mommy issues, their daddy issues, their, abuse, whatever it is in their past. And that could be death, that could be grief, whatever it is, they haven't addressed it. Or even some of the mentality, the views they have about women and men that really aren't healthy. Males sometimes carry a male elitist attitude and they don't value, the female. Some women believe that they are very haughty and very independent. And so there's no room in their life to bring on a man that is very strong and, is able to make a lot of decisions. They don't know how to kind of back off of that independent thing. And they're kind of overzealous with that. Both of them are, and they don't know how to come together, cooperate, compromise, and partner right. And so you have all of these people with all of these issues that are at the bottom of the pool and cannot rise to the top because they're so heavy with their issues. And so the coach said that eventually all the people that have done their work, who have healed and are now whole spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, they've worked on themselves in all these different realms, they can float to the top and now they can align with the other people that have done their work and healed. And so that is what's missing right now. We have too many people laying at the bottom of the pool, viable candidates, bachelors and bachelorettes that look good, smell good, talk good, but that haven't done the internal work to become lighter and lift themselves to the bottom of the pool where they can align with other people that are happy and whole and healthy. So I just want to encourage singles. I know that some of us we believe that we are, all that and a bag of chips and we don't have anything else to do. I encourage you to take a survey of the people that really, love you and ask them in 2021, what's something that they believe? These are people that you know and trust that they believe that you should work on this year personally. Have a little come to Jesus meeting with a couple important people in your life, people that you value their opinion, their perspective. You feel like it is level and that they are balanced, and will give you an honest answer. And I want you to take that honest answer and not become defensive or combat that answer. Just take it, write it down, and then start researching how you can become a more happy, whole, and more balanced person by addressing those issues. And also pray and ask God to help you expose those things that you need to polish up, even by occasionally dating, how I have in a safe way this past year. I have exposed things that I need to polish up, even through those two situations that I was deeply, deeply disappointed by, because I was just like, wow, they're so close, yet they're so far away. So it just wasn't time. But I also want to encourage singles, if you have a deep desire to be married, God knows that. Do not hide that. Put that before the Lord and then ask him what you need to do to become the person that you are looking for is looking for. Because that's essentially what's happening. The person that you want to draw in, you need to be also offering that to this person. And the best way that you can draw in a quality person is by becoming a quality person yourself. And that takes healing, that takes transparency, that takes you being able to die to yourself and not be so arrogant, and understand that there are things that you might want to clean up before you find yourself in your next relationship, if you would like it to be your last relationship. I hope this serves you well. God bless.